Hello, everyone. Welcome into Tarot by Aubrey. This is something that we're doing a little bit different. I am going to use my tarot cards as a tool, as we do always, but in specific, we are going to be channeling Horus. And the reason for this is because I have been getting a lot, well, not a lot, I got two dreams in specific. One he's saying is applied to me, so he doesn't want me to discuss about it. But the second one, I've contemplated, I'm like, should I put it out there? Should I not? Well, I have been researching. Yesterday, I researched indigo children because it was brought to my attention. So I'm like diving deep into like indigo children and who they are and what they're like, what the label is behind it, because indigo children is children who are labeled with like ADHD and ADD, and they try to give these kids like medication, and it's only like they are a part of a more like we're all part of the spiritual realm, but indigo children are more sensitive. They have a high sensitivity to the spiritual realm. So if you hear like kids like talking about like, meeting up with like Jesus or God or, like angels and past loved ones, like that's a high indication that your child or you as a person growing up, you are a indigo child. And that doesn't apply, like that does apply to like everybody, where we all in a sense can talk to the spiritual realms. It's just indigo children has a higher sensitivity to feeling, sensing. It's a psychic gift, is what I'm trying to say, okay? So I just wanted to start off with indigo children because this is what led to my dream, and he's asking me to like really like slow down with it. So I'm going to try to take my time with this because I do feel that this topic is such a very powerful topic, and it's something that's not talked about a lot. I think they came across indigo children or started learning about them in the 1970s. And indigo children have a vibration coming from the third eye. So it's very high intuition. And they have a deeper sense of just being one with the universe as itself. Like if you take away labels, if you take away restricted mindset, okay, if you take away organizations of like religion based, like how there's all these different types of religions, okay, if you take that away and you just break it down to one simple like being or form, okay, your true pure essence, that's what a indigo child is. So yesterday I was like called to like do this documentary. Look on YouTube, obviously, look on Google, and we don't always want to follow everything that's being told, even myself, but I was just very channeled to like learn about it. And I find myself that I am an indigo child, and I, tap into the spiritual realm. I talk with loved ones, past loved ones, ancestors, angels. I've spoken with higher source as well before. So, if you have been on this channel before, you know that that's what I do. I read tarot. I use tarot as a tool, but I also know that I am one with source and source is one with me, and I am using my vessel as a way to communicate with the spiritual realm to provide these messages for you. So last night I got a dream, and I know in a way it was specific for me, but he's also asking me to like put it out there that I've had this dream. So he shown me, I was basically, I think I was with my I was with somebody. I don't know in particular who it was. I know it was a woman. Okay, and we were exchanging like auras, like the way our auras came off, and I asked her like, what do you think your aura is? And she came up with the indigo, like the blue deep like purple aura. And then I asked like, what do you see me as? And she came out with the color, because I wanted to be like a indigo child. Like, I know that I am here on the physical realm, but like in my dream world, for some reason, like I wanted to be that one, right? Like I wanted to be just like her. And so I asked her, I'm like, what is my aura? And she said, it's a green. So in my mind, I took it as like I was kind of bummed about it a little bit. I'm like, it's not purple. Like my favorite color is purple, like I'm speaking to myself in the physical, like my subconscious mind, right? I'm like, oh, that really sucks. And she comes down, and I guess she got that like feeling of like me sensing that. She's like, don't doubt yourself. Like, green is all about like healing. It's that healing heart space. It's that unconditional like love. It's that heart chakra. So she was saying like, you are a healer. And I was like, all right. So I got like my I got my amp up, and like I was feeling happy, and she was expressing to me like what a healer does. And we were looking at these photos. We were studying and going through books and talking about auras and all of that. And, like it was a mentor. Like I saw her as a mentor, or like I really believe that it was my mom, because I kept telling my fiance, I'm like, I think my mom was with me. So, like, I'm looking up to my mom as like a mentor. And I'm like, all right, so, we're learning about all of these things, all of these different auras. And then it came to like us talking about like a subject in regards to the ancient times, because I do study my Egyptian culture and all of that, and where it all started. So I'm really like one, or I have been like being called out by the deities to really like learn about them. So here I am in my dream, and we're learning, okay? Um, and then we get to this book of the ancients, and there's this picture, and it has like a blue background. It has circles on it. There are like 3 circles. So for example, it goes 1, 2, and then 3. So here's the first, second, and third realm, right? So here's the upper realm, middle realm, and lower realm right here. So I'm like, okay, like we're looking, it's like a map that this it's on, and like we see like in transparent the deity gave me like a different version of the name that it gave me, but I figured it out. It was Horus that was getting in touch with us, and because it had like his image where the map was the first, second, and third, and what he was trying to tell me was, we're on the physical realm, and there's the lower realm, and there's the higher realm, right? So like I feel like before I went to sleep, I was like, can you explain to me what the indigo child is? And he's like, you were brought here from the higher realm to the physical realm, and you're basic, like we're meant to, we pretty much like look at life in a different perspective. We look at it from a pure essence, like how we can raise our vibrations of other people. Okay, and I'm not sure if I'm explaining this right. Please go research. I still have to do my research, but it's basically like indigo people are like really they say sent like from heaven to help this world kind of get back to loving each other, building communities, of bringing each other together, and they just think on a different, like, higher conscious level of thinking. Okay, and I don't know how to explain that. Horus is also, he was brought to my attention because not only did he show that shape of him where he was like in his mask, I guess you can say, his hawk mask, but from the side, you know, that those like figures that they drew out. But then we were like led, so we like left that room and we were like led to his tomb. Okay, so like I went physically in my dream, me and this mentor, I believe that is my mom, we went to, and I believe it was, but I'm not for sure, so don't quote me on this. It's a dream, obviously, but I feel like it's also like something that I need to talk about. So we're in his tomb and he's like showing me like where he, you know, is passed away, and he's like showing me like this is the lower realms, like this is the, well, we're still in the physical realm, but that he's showing me that he went to the third realm, or the lower realm, right down here, but that he's still in the physical realm, and how he's like transformed up into the higher realm. So it's like, it's this like, oh, it's like so powerful, you guys. I can't even like wrap my mind around this dream. So I'm like in the shower and I feel like I need to break it down to you guys, because like if I just came out and like did this channel message and just did, you know, these tarots, to me it wouldn't put the like whole story together. And he wants me to like tell this story not only for me but for you, um of how there's all these different like aspect to things, and how, you know, people have been brought down here for a specific reason, to help humanity and society in a whole, within a whole in itself. I don't know. I don't know. I just keep like, you know how people say like chosen ones? I feel like that's the indigo people. And I feel like we have been suppressed by the way that we were raised, by the way society has labeled us, and how they try to hide it with medications and drugs, and like, you know, I feel like a lot of indigo people out there have been prone to narcissism parents, okay, people with a lot of trauma, you know, in their upbringing, a lot of argumentives, just labeled as crazy. So like that, I feel in itself is just very, if you feel like you are an indigo child right now, like please thumbs up, let me know. And because I would love to meet all of you out there. Like, I feel like there's so many of you out there that I just am not aware of. And I feel like a lot of indigo children out there feel like they're alone. So, like, I just want to put it out there that you're not alone. I am an indigo child. I want to meet all of you indigo children out there, adults. I say children because we see each other as at its purest form, okay? But so going back to the mummification and just seeing his tomb, being in his temple, it was very sacred. It was a very powerful place to be. You can see that he wasn't dolled up, but he was in like his best suit. Like you can see that they like all on his wrist. He had like bangles, I guess, like the jewelry, like the way that they dressed him up, but like I do believe that he was barefoot, you know. Um he wasn't all that like lavished up, you know, like he was very bare. Um, he didn't, I don't remember if he had a crown or not. I don't think so, but like I just remember seeing the face of him and just looking at the body. I do remember like seeing his bare stomach. So, anyways, I need to tell this story or this dream because I definitely feel like he wants me to put this message out there. I asked him several times, "Do you want me to put it out there?" Because I feel like it's specifically for me, but I feel like he also wants me to put it out there because it's something that is true. Like Horus is the sky father. Horus is someone that you would say is a big deal in the Egyptian uh, culture. He is someone who is represented as the eye of the hawk, the third eye. Okay, your intuition. He really does speak to our indigo children out there. He speaks to everyone. You would see him as they played him as Jesus or whoever you want to say, but I definitely feel that he really wants me to channel him right now to bring out messages, and I'm not too sure what messages he wants to provide, but he really wants me to speak through him. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had that dream. All right, so I'm just going to take a moment to just really thank him. I thank you, Horus, for using me as a vessel, for using me to provide these messages. I thank you for giving me that dream. I do feel your energy through me and all around me. I do thank you for providing these messages for the collective. I ask that you bring protection around me as I give out these messages. All right, thank you so much for being here, being present. We're going to speak with the collective, and I am tapping into Horus's energy at this moment. Let's see what he has to say. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. So he wants us to know that we are very independent. We are loving people. You see, we have the hawk right here. So he is looking at us, and we are always looking at him. He is always there observing the situation. Wow, what a beautiful card. He says that we're very independent. We are reaping the rewards that we're working so hard for. He says that we're all on a mission. He says not to fear. Just be your independent self. Do what you love and love what you do. Take it slow. Do not fear. Even when you feel like your world is tumbling down. And this is for collective. This is timeless. This is for whoever needs to hear this, whether you are an indigo child or not. I just feel like Indigo Child was really presented to me on how to tap into his energy and really understand him. Okay, so I feel like if you're having to make a decision in regards to what path you want to go, he has your back. Okay, if you are at a crossroads, I also feel gatekeeper here. So he is the gatekeeper. He is the protector of the universe. Okay, he says that you have the world in the palm of your hands. All right, it's up to you to choose what you want to do with it. All right, I feel like there's a lot of fear when it comes to the past, maybe your childhood. He says, do not fear. You have grown. You have grown, my child, he says. Think about the sweet memories, he says, and then make a decision based off of that, because I see a lot of dreams being crushed. manipulation, okay? Not being able to take that leap of faith, or not being able to understand your faith since you were a child. But you've paved the way to your own independent true self, okay? He says you are growing every single day. Do not fear. What else, Horus, please? Yeah, I see lots of narcissism here. You could have been dealing with an Aries who really lack of communication. And because this came out together, I just want to put it together real quick. We have the Page of Swords and the Emperor. So there was a lack of communication with the masculine energy here, or irresponsibilities. Someone thought that they had authority over you, and it felt like you were walking on eggshells, and this, he is saying, had to deal with the past. Okay? That's why there was a little bit of fear of change. Like you have feared growing up. Yeah, that's what it is. You have feared growing up. And it's time to let your guard down. It's time to shed off those weaknesses. I feel like there was a lot of chaos growing up. Yeah, just not feeling recognized for your gifts, your true talents here. Lots of jealousy as well. He says justice is going to be served in regards to this. Feeling unrecognized, feeling like you weren't worth anything, feeling like you couldn't move in the direction that you wanted to move. We see lots of mental thoughts being blocked. Okay, but I definitely see karma is definitely working itself out. He says to be gentle and kind to yourself, to your heart space. Give yourself that self-care that you need. Talk to yourself as you would a child, okay? And I definitely see motherly love here. Give yourself that mother love that you never got when you were a child because of these like nasty egos. Someone was all up in their head. Someone may have lied, or you just weren't able to move, I'm hearing, emotionally, mentally. But I definitely see a balance. A balance ahead is what's... Let's see here, what else? Yeah, I definitely see truth. Truth is coming in. I feel like you've gained your power back, and that's why, like, you are so independent. You are growing into knowing your truth is what I'm hearing. The truth about yourself, the truth about this situation since you were a child. Seeing the goodness out of it is what I'm hearing, because I see you're reminiscing about the past. I see two. Two is balance. I see balance coming in. What is this mission? So we have the... He is guiding us. He's guiding us as a collective to move forward from this. He's guiding us to elevate to a higher vibration. to release this tension and anxiety, to have hope restored within our mind. He's trying to help us clear our thoughts in regards to the past and how we were treated, in regards to impulsive behavior here, lack of protection. For some of you, this could be sexual assault when you were a child. All right, so I definitely feel like you're moving. We are all moving towards, or for those that have, gone through this, we're moving towards, finding justice in this, and, clearing our mind of it, moving away, moving towards calmer waters, seeing the good in the situation. Okay, he wants you to lift up your vibrations. He wants you to focus on a positive mindset. Okay, maybe even tapping into all 5 elements: earth, wind, fire, air, and spirit. I see lots of guardian angels, lots of deities around us. And I just see him sitting here on top. He's pointing to this. This is him. This is Horus. Right here, because he did show himself as a blue figure in my dream. Isn't blue the third eye? So indigo is like a blue, like a deep blue. Royal blue. Yep. That's what it is. Indigo is royal blue. Duh. Alright, so indigo children. Here we go. Raise your vibrations up, he's saying. I just kind of want to put these down here. I definitely feel like this is significant. So I definitely feel like we are all, as a collective, indigo children. You see how they're all studying here? Didn't I say like I was studying in my dream? Like, study about your deities. Whoever it is that you feel connected to, if you feel like a deity is trying to reach out to you, study about them, please. They want you to connect. They want you to move towards them. They want you to lift up your vibration. They want you to learn the truth about them, okay? Yeah, so they can help you to move forward. Spring forward. Woo, lots of movement here. In your passion, in your desires, in your mission, okay? In the mental, lots of movement here, okay? Communication. They want you to communicate. They want you to do the research. They want you to reach out to them so they can help you in a team, okay? And not only just like Horus, I feel like Horus himself is saying, reach out to me. He's making it very apt of him. You see here, like, I'm shining my light on you. He says, communicate with me. We can chip at this together. He's also bringing in people in your life to help you as well. He says he knows you're independent. He knows you have been working hard on this. He knows you have been working on yourself. He says there's better times to come in regards to manipulation, emotional stress, not being able to follow your dreams, not being able to take that leap of faith, not really understanding your own spirituality. Look. I love you. He is watching over humanity. He's watching over the chosen ones. He's saying, I am unconditional love and you are me. I am you and you are me. I see you in your purest form, he says. I see you in your purest form. I am watching over you. Oh, he's so sweet. It's like it's like that breath of fresh air. It's like that fatherly love. It's like if you have dealt with a father who is just a complete freaking ass, he's saying. If you have dealt with someone who is just narcissist, manipulation, lack of communication in your life, like his love is so pure and divine, okay? That I definitely feel like, there is split energy here, but like you are one with him and he is one with you. The only reason that there's split energy is because like you are a human and he is in the spiritual realm, but like he's always shining his light on you. That's why the sun is masculine. He's always here shining his light on you, reminding you that, come on, camera, that we are all one together. Look at that. He is just on fire. He's the one, he's the creator of life. Okay? And look. All right, here we go. This is what yes, thank you. Thank you, Horus. Okay, so he's saying this is you, blue child. This is you, indigo child. All right. I apologize, I got it wrong. He says this is you. You are now on top. You're rising up your vibrations with good news, good positive vibes, completing cycles, okay? Karma is working in your favor, all right? Just by learning and studying, okay? This is the sun. This is the will. This is what's, you're on top of this, like, you feel like you're on top of the world because ultimately it's just that pure love. Like, I am just speechless. Like, right now, I'm just taking a moment to, like, just take it all in. Like, that's how his energy is. His energy is all, like, good love and, good news, and he wants you to study. He wants you to shine that light on you, okay? He's views you at your purest form, and I know I'm stuck on this Lover's card, but the Three of Cups came out, and what this tells me is soul family, soul tribe, whether that be in the physical or the um, spiritual realm, or even the third realm. I don't think I have the third realm out here, but even the third realm, your ancestors, I feel like you're harvesting that, collective. We at this time, we are harvesting the love with the people, the friends, and the family that we create. Okay, the number 3 is communication. Building that communication with your spirit guides, with your deities, with people that you need to connect with in order to grow. Okay, I definitely feel like this is a soul mission as well. For those of you who are on a mission, it is a soul's purpose. Okay, I definitely feel we have number 3, so we have the triple goddess for some of you out there. I feel like there's 2 other people that are significant to you. Mother, brother, sisterhood is what I'm getting. So I feel like you have grown. We have all grown as a collective. We need to like reach out to our soul tribe, a sisterhood. We need to reach out to our spirit guides to help us to learn about the truth, period, point blank, especially when you're having to make a decision in regards to what route to take, okay? To comb through those fine details so that we can spring forward moving towards calmer waters, okay? Moving towards calmer thoughts about ourselves, about other people around us. Gaining that truth, that clarity, that mental power back. Our mind. Claiming our victory, what's ours. And that is the third eye. Oof. Horus, man, Horus. Thank you so much. What else? I know you want to speak to us. What else do you want to say? He says that we're so hung up on the negative. We're so hung up on what we don't have that we're not seeing what he's offering us. We're not seeing that unconditional love. We're not making those choices, those good choices, okay? He says, but keep being active. You are protected. You are guided. Keep discovering things for yourself. Keep exploring different things. Like I said, keep studying who you are. Keep studying what there is out there. Keep studying about the past and keep studying about the future. Go on a hike. Do things. Keep moving. Okay, keep forgiving those who have done you wrong, those that make you wonder about yourself, those that got you stressing out, thinking what if, over analyzing a situation. Move on, he says. He says, move on. Don't even worry about it. I got your back, he says. Look, I got your back. Whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, he says, be your true, authentic self. And there we go, physical, we have spiritual and lower realms. I feel like you are someone who is so authentic that you're able to guide others. You see, I see that you are a counsel as well. You really do tap into your third eye to transform. There is a spiritual transformation. He says, even though it feels like things are dying, because I went to his tomb, so he says, even though you feel like a part of you is dying or shedding off, he says it's best to just move on and forgive others that have done you wrong so that you can see the light at the end of the tunnel here. Like, I am not making this up, so that you can move towards the light, unconditional love, support, family, fulfillment within your home, feeling the magic flow through you, feeling that unconditional love and happiness, all right? Seeing the rainbow. Like, I can't make this up, my children, he says. I can't, like, his energy is just so strong and powerful. Like, this is the first time that I'm channeling through him, so forgive me as I am just at awe here. Like, I feel like after this I need to go pray for a second, because this is just so amazing. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles, the Hangman reversed. He says you've been feeling stuck, victimized, not being able to follow your passion, your desires, following your perspective, your gut feeling. He said that he says to make wise decisions. There's still layers that need to be shed, and that's why the Death card came out. You are going through a death and a rebirth right now, and that's what tapping into the third eye intuition is. So I definitely feel like there's good news at the end of the tunnel. It's just you're going through this phase right now that you are seeing the truth for what it really is, okay? And that's where, like, this justice is coming in. Like, I feel like you are moving pretty quickly through it, but at the same time, it's this healing process that you're going through. And I definitely feel like it's this being victimized with obsessive energy, sexual energy, you know, things that you didn't want to do. I feel like you're moving on from it. With the King of Pentacles here, I definitely feel like you're making wise decisions. Okay, making better choices for your health, making better choices in regards to who to be around, okay, making better choices in regards to communication and opening up, okay, spreading your truth just like I'm doing, okay, and allowing yourself to rest, okay. After you have done this healing process, shedding those layers, going through those things that no longer deserve to be there, you are able to come to terms with, okay, now I can rest. I'm protected. I'm blessed in all matters of, life in itself, because you will soon come to realize that you are one with him and he is one with you, and you are going to be allowed to rest your mind, body, soul. I need to take a break. Oh my gosh. I feel like I just really needed to put this message out there. Um Thank you so much everyone for just really being here and helping me put these puzzle pieces together, not only for my sake but your guys' sake too, because I feel like I get these heavy dreams, and it's not only meant for me to hold on to, it's meant for me to use my vessel as truth to bring balance into this world, okay? And that's what indigo children are all about. We have been labeled as crazy. We have been victimized. We have grown up in a world where it's just so structured, and we feel as though the weight has been we're carrying the weight on our shoulders. We're being held down by all of this baggage here. But I feel like also we are creating a community of soul families, soul tribes, community, moving towards living a better life, living in love with Horus, with our divine, and going through this spiritual awakening. And it's not going to be easy, but I definitely feel like there is going to be a release of tension in the mind when you are able to reach out to your spirit guides. And that's why they want you to communicate not just with Horus, but with whoever you are being called to, so that you can rest your mind. Okay? He's saying it takes work, it takes patience, it takes time, it takes effort to balance out these energies. I don't know why I'm hearing music, but it's like a symphony. I feel like waves have been or symphony waves is what I'm hearing. So he wants to bring the music to your ears. I feel like I'm going to leave it off like that unless he has anything else to say. All right. So yeah, it's going to take time to move forward. It has been an emotional roller coaster for you, for us all. Okay, for those who are relating to this, who have tapped into this message and who have stayed here to the end. All right. But I definitely feel like we're moving away from this toxic energy, from being held down by chains, by being held down by obsessive energies, held down with our drive, okay? This toxic narcissist, devilish energy, Capricorn energy, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to be with a Capricorn, but I see these chains here. So enslaved into life, okay? You are born free, and you are free to walk away, he says, towards happiness, towards better times, towards making better decisions, all right? Because we have the Lovers and the Devil's card out here and the Six of Pentacles, so there is definitely going to be balance. He says to stay humble, give out to charity, pay your tithes is what I'm hearing. But I also see that justice, that scale, putting your heart on that scale. What does it weigh out to, you guys? Are you releasing that? Are you releasing the trauma? Ooh, are you releasing that trauma? The Temperance reversed. We have scattered energy, chaotic energy, feeling imbalanced. Are you letting that go? He says to let it go. Walk away from it. Walk away from addictions, abuse, okay? So that you can find happiness, love, new birth, feeling restored, cleansed, happiness, okay? We have downloads of like pure innocence is also what I'm hearing as well, so that you can feel the love of him. This is kind of like when you take communion and you feel him within you and you within him. That's kind of like that, representing that. Because, you know, I was a born Christian. I grew up in churches. I grew up studying about Catholicism. And then I ventured off and I did my own thing and I learned how to grow in my own spirituality. And some may call tarot the devil and all of that. Like, we are just using this as tools, and that's why I said this in the beginning of my message before I even started. Like, people who use tarot use this to speak with the spiritual realm, so that we can, as a human, can understand and put the puzzle pieces together, to speak with them, to gain the loving messages from it, okay? There is people who use it for evil, but, you know, we as a collective, indigo children, are trying to find the good in humanity and trying to turn those in a better situation and shedding off that old negative energy, walking away from those, you know, those evil entities. Not even just evil. He says not evil. Well, yes, evil, but in a sense of a different term, walking away from what we were taught in regards to like growing up. Okay, and it doesn't necessarily make it evil, but maybe they weren't taught the right way either. So I feel like we as a collective, we're learning how to walk away from what we have learned as a child. And that goes back to like the childhood. And so I definitely feel like we're moving towards balance. We're moving towards our own mental clarity, our own mental thoughts. You know, like I said during this reading, is like coming back into our own power. And that's raising our vibrations, letting go of what we learned that came out to be chaotic, and not following our own emotions, mind, body, and spirit, and just rushing into things and diving into the chaos, and, you know, into the jealousy and feeling unrecognized and not being able to follow our own intuition. So I definitely feel like we're walking towards new beginnings. Okay, he's handing us a stick to guide us through these dark times, okay? He says there's new beginnings, there's new ideas, new projects that need to be done. He says find the new in your mind. Renew your mind is what he's saying. Renew your mind to feel that spark, that energy, that inspiration that he is giving you. to be your true, authentic self, to speak your truth. Where you have had to be codependent before, feeling like you weren't, from all my women out there, feeling like you weren't worth it. Some of you could have lost a child over it. Some of you weren't able to become fertile because of it. Some of you, he's like going deep. He's going deep in the paint. Some of you were dishing out your energy, not being able to ground yourself, feeling self-worthless, not feeling devalued, okay, having to depend on others for resources. Okay, he says, being your true authentic self, standing in your own power, growing out of that. He says there's new beginnings. Okay, be your intuition's on point. Triple goddess again. High priestess, the chosen one. Look how she's wrapping blue, indigo. Third eye, intuition. Follow your intuition, your gut feeling. That's what's going to bring you these new ideas, new projects, inspiration. Boost up your passion, your desire to be able to make a choice, to have courage, to take a stand, to be a bold leader. All right. So I'm just going to end it there, you guys. Thank you so much for listening to this. I do appreciate you. You guys continue to feel the love, the within him and he within you. He is our source energy. Go out into nature. Walk away from whatever it is that you need to walk away from, whether that be people, places, or things. I'm not too sure what you need to walk away from, but any emotional stress that is causing this chaos, that's making you feel like you're down in the dumps, he wants you to raise your vibrations right now so that you can move forward. Call out to whoever you need to call out to. If you need to call on a friend, you can always call on me. Please email me. That is in the description box below. I do feel like I am going to be putting together like a soul tribe or a soul family together. I know there's more women than men on here, but I don't want to call it a sisterhood because I want to keep it general, but I do plan on putting something together like that, okay? So please, thank you. Please, 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 if you feel that this resonates within you, please share it. Get the message out there for whoever needs to hear it. Or if you feel inclined to send it to somebody, if somebody comes into mind, please send it and share it to them. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, all of that. It will definitely help me as a content creator. This is the first time that I have channeled through Horus. To end it, we want to thank Horus for channeling through us. We appreciate you. We send gratitude up to you, and we continue to raise our vibrations to its highest, to continue to grow and nurture our mind, body, and soul. Thank you so much for being here, and we are going to leave it at that. Really ground yourself. Let's take a deep breath in and let out. Again. And let out. And again. Thank you so much, everyone. Namaste.